going. We probably want to recalibrate. There we are. Should be good like this. There. Okay, good. Recalibration is complete. Both YouTube and Twitch are open. You switch to live chat. And now I need to grab the YouTube link for the stream so I can put it on Discord. Welcome, VOD watchers. Glad to have you here. Cat eat fish, nom nom nom. How's my voice? But barely heard. Oh. I can barely hear myself. Hopefully when someone comes, they'll be able to tell me if I need to correct how much audio I have. Oh, yep, mic gain. That's what was adjusted. Yep. I really should spell check fantasy there. I definitely misspelled it. Yep. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Both are going. Both are going. Good. And now I can continue my snacks because I have really not eaten anything today. Also, yes, I have found the highest location I can still sit down at and just, I'm here now. Deal with it. I'm very much leaning into the cat parts. Also, drops are still on? Yeah, drops are still on. I still don't know why those are active. Oh, wrong thing. Come on. Eh? Uh, reset all should... What's going on here? There we go. What the hell is that going to? Oh, yeah. Chat log window. I have no idea how to disable that. I guess we'll spend our time looking up how to. How to disable keyboard auto typing in the chat box. FFXIV. Character config menu. Okay. Character configuration. It should be enabled direct chat. Item UI hotbar. Chat settings. Disable this. Yep, apply. There we are. So now, when I press this... Okay, good. It doesn't go directly to chat. Nice. Perfection. I'm glad that was solved so easily and quickly. Ba 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 da da. There we are. So, yeah. Why the hell does Final Fantasy XIV mute itself when I go off tab? Is that also a setting? FFXIV muting itself when not the main screen. Yeah. Game mutes when the game is not active window. Fix it. You restart the game client. That does not help. Or change the... The game mutes until you all click back on it. Yes, I know I want to see Community Hub. This flip pause. I want to say 14, not 16. That's the wrong game. Whatever. Yeah, I've gone adventure plane. I've not created the adventure plane. Oh? There's presets. Basic, modern, stylized, pop, tank, healer, DPS, Limbs Laminza, Gridania, Da, Frontier, Adventure. I do like circular geometry. Not that I know. I think I like circular geometry the most. Like, can we check tank again? No, circular geometry. That looks good. Save that as the thing. Portrait, don't do it yet. Profile. Playstyle. Favored class / job. Scholar. It's definitely scholar. Favored title. I'm just gonna go through this till people show up. Ambushes and angler. That was the hardest one to get. Took the longest too. Playtimes? I don't have an active play time. I'm active whenever I want to be active. So, can't really do that. Playstyle. Doing through the main scenario. Do a lot of dungeons, honestly. Don't do PvP, do a lot of duty roulette. Not treasure hunts, golden saucer, any of that. Leveling, yeah. Don't really do role playing. I am a new adventurer, yes. And then I think that's everything. Yeah. Save. Neat. Search, comment, and portrait. Those privacy settings. Visible to everyone, that's fine. Search, comment. Oh. Probably won't put anything there. Portrait. Preset. The background. Basic, nothing. White. Classical, I like how that looks. Illuminated looks a bit better though. Shoujo, of course. Journal. Tank. Healer. Circular geometry looks good as always. Oh, there's presets for all of them. Let's go back to the very first one, Ethereal, and just start going through. Starting from solid gray, background paper, square, purple, pink gradient, healer gradient, DPS gradient, wood paneling, aether, void, seashore, blue sky, starry sky, etheric blue. Icos! I've just figured out that there's a adventure plate system. I'm just going through the settings while I was waiting for people to show up. Or until 10 minutes passed, either or. Comics, circular geometry. No, I think I like Velium the most currently. Looking at all of these. Yep. No, all the classes have their own backgrounds. Yeah, I like Vellum. The paper. Frames. I don't really. Ooh, the metallic gold looks nice. Silver, arch, white, beveled journal. Hey! Antique. That does look pretty good, damn good. But I'm not a comic book character. Don't do this to me, game. Yeah, so far I think metallic. I don't like the bottom bit though. I do like journal. Journal looks very good. Just kind of blends in too much. Black lace, white lace, wood. No. Yeah, I think. Aw, I guess I just have to. I'm gonna use the preset, and then accent. Oh, okay. Neat. Paw print, exclamation mark, question mark, new adventure. That is definitely true. I'll keep that. Reflect current gear. Yep. Currently equipped gear will reflect the portrait. Will default if gear. Okay. There we go. And character. That's a lot of stuff I probably don't want to deal with right now. And search comment, which I'm going to ignore for now. Anyway, welcome, Coast. I have found the highest location I can still sit at. It is very far down from here. And I have gotten used to the Gunbreaker, so I know how to play as a tank now. It's so nice having both a healer and a tank class unlocked, because that means I can always get quick Qs if I want to. It is interesting to play as a tank, honestly. You want to get at least one hit on every enemy, so they have aggro on you, and then just focus on maintaining your life. It's an interesting playstyle comparatively, and much more thought-provoking than all the DPS jobs I've done. I think I just prefer tank and healer over DPS, because it's more interesting to me. Anyway... Wait. Am I trapped? Wait. You can't do this to me. Wait. Oh my god, I'm trapped. After I got in, I could not get back out because invisible walls. Why invisible walls? Why do you do this to me? Just kidding. I got up here through my mount. Now, because I got on my mount, I can leave. Yep. Demon Slice, Demon Slaughter, and I guess I should update my VTuber avatar and put on take off my jacket. I said take off my jacket. There we go. For some reason, when I'm clicked in on OBS, it won't respond to any of the hotkeys I use. It's weird. And get out my controller. And now I just need to move myself out of the way. This will probably work fine. Oh, no, come on. There we go. There we go. What? I clicked into the game. There we are. Let's start. And finally... Wait. Why are you trying to... Bud? Bud, this is the dude who faked being in the company of heroes. I don't think you want to recruit him. Oh my god, he's doing the same thing, isn't he? He's doing the exact same thing as before. Hello, Ori! Glad to have you here. And let's put on... There we go. Ori is now visible, and Chaktroom seems as up to his old tricks, making people think he's in the company of heroes and exploiting everything out of them when they try to get advice. Now look here, you have your bloody story. Why did you carry those socks of grins over to the windmill? But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick me those oranges for you, and I marked other chocobo stables, and I rolled that millstone up the mill, and also before. And he just walks away. Godsman, I worked 3 days without a wink of sleep. 3 days. And you hear me complain? Because you didn't do any of the work yourself? No. Suppose some of us didn't made for the rougher stuff. Alright. I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said, old Chaktroom in a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, won't be repeating myself. Too modest, you see. Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you can. The tales of Chaktroom's ever victory over the dread primal Leviabetus. Really, dude? Up to the same old tricks? Even Even down to mispronouncing the primal's name. Now the Bitus is huge, make no mistake. Give you an idea how long each scale is about as wide as the members are long. And that will mean feet. Let me tell you, I did not expect them to make that joke. When I fought him, I could barely see all the brine he's pelted me with. I was one of goons with at least. He even knocked me across the axe on my hands at one stage. Of course, the pretty geared mistake. What happened next? Well, I grabbed him by my tail and tied him up in the knots. I did not want to take all the glory for myself, but it makes the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I was modest about heroic, perhaps too modest. Now, there's some say you can never truly beat Leviathan. Now you've got to learn to live with them, make you in a bad situation. Not the company, though. Hi, Tract Room. Oh, that's you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just drawing attention to you, is all. I take back everything I said. Good. Seems you learned the lesson. I was never part of the company heroes. I'm the marauder. Actually, a complete coward. I'm nothing. Chocobo tongue. And knowing the maggots you find a feeling chocobo. I have the lighted woman to tumble him. And that don't happen to me much. Remember's tiny, it's pathetic. God. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with my own eyes. It was a fair years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was struggling my duties one day, lording with the harbour, then I saw it. A great gimp massed them seeps up some miles off the coast. The fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons fired. I was so bloody scared, I sorted myself right there and then. What? Oh god, disturbing the day made me sort myself over again. You're a coward as always, the Tract Room. Hey, oh wait, if you're here acting after Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, matey. Oh well, take care. You're this terrible, dreadful, I tell you, if you're not careful, one day he's called upon the sea. Hello, Zan. Hello. Why, you worthless lying whoresome. Can't believe you let me handle Chocobo tongue. Yeah, he gets you with that, Private. It's happened once more. Serica, this has been Philia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon, Leviathan. I see, that is unfortunate. Anyway, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. Big boat. We await you at Morabi Dry Docks. Play, make your way here as soon as you're able. I don't think Xana can become cuter, though. Is an impossibility. Then it's already too cute. No, that's rude. She's already more than cute enough for that. There you go. Let's go. Wait, Kos? I missed it. Is my emote dropper still enabled? Cause I just remembered it existed. Oh, it is. Oh, God. Well, guess you can. We'll let them on. We'll let them on do it if he comes back. Don't drop creepers on me. Let's speak to the storm. Hi, Yaguri, Yashtola, and Netaweb. I'm told you jaunt to the grave fruit place proved fruitless. My sympathy's lost, but I'll wager to take your minds off the event of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whirl Eater I call her, is complete, and she passes all my expectations. This into her prestigious tonnage. It's even fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention that she's also unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. Oh no, you fool. The Whirl Eater crew, stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Don't drop. No, not Namor Creeper. Less Creeper. And don't put Illuminati on me. Oh god, the Mon showed up. Oh no. Lord of the Whirl. Actually, do I have the setting? What is this? What do I have the settings at? How many can be dropped at once? Config, emote dropper. Max 5. We'll turn it up to 10 and leave it there. There we go. Oh, I'm so much smaller now. Oops, I did not mean to make myself tiny. There we go. It's time to fight Leviathan. Oh, I know that look. You're ready. I haven't constructed him some haste. The world might not be pretty, but I show she's capable. Seem to fit with our friends at Nautica and Velmy to call an elemental converter. Assuming the things work, so use the power of the crystals on board to rob the Leviathan of his control over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may want to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Oh? We have 6 fellows. It is expected that the Sahajin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom once again employ diversions. Thancred, Y'shtola, I would assist you in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, the diversionary force must not want for numbers. By your leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Have you seen you fight into Spasha? I dare say that fishbacks would find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Y'shtola, if you would join the 3rd levy, and Lady Ugari, the 5th. And I'll be taking on the Leviathan mano a mano. Or woman a woman. But what words I have for the woman who has made it a sport of slaying gods. Only these? Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiment, and a few words of my own. Know to me the utmost faith in you, Serica. May the crystal bless you and keep you. I'll get it done. Now, to heal or to tank? That is the question. The Whirl Eater has been unlocked. Let's have a look. What is it? Whirl Eater. The Sahajin, reviled beast tribe native to the Indigo Deep, has succeeded in summoning forth the Virgus God, the Primal Leviathan. Should the mighty serpent be allowed to unleash a tidal wave, the entire city of Linfilamento will be sucked into the sea. Faced with watery oblivion, the leaders of the Maelstrom have convened a desperate plan. Lashing 2 warships and filling their holds with corrupted crystals, they have to pierce the Lord of the World's defenses and give a chosen few the chance to dispatch the Primal with courage and steel. The Whirl Eater sits in the bay with her towing vessel, the Triumph, awaiting the command to cast off. Oh, we're doing a full party, huh? Don't drop Steve on me. A full party of 8. Wow. Now, do I want to... Which class do I want to use? Y'all have not seen me go tank, but tank is also a lot more involved, I'll say, with the entire thing of fighting the Primal. Healer is just, as it always is, keeping everyone up and running. Because I am not familiar with this class too much. Oh, this is the parry rate one. I should probably move that back up. I thought a camouflage was the damage taken one. Oops. Don't drop shells on me. Fuck it, coin flip. Let's just heads for healer, tails for tank. Flip a coin. And looks like we're tanking. Okay, time for trial by fire, learning how tanking works in a boss fight. Let's go. Yeah, it's very interesting the differences between tanks and DPS classes. Oh, okay, we're already through. Wow, that was really damn quick. Time to kill another god. Hope it won't be too much effort. Just need to wait for the healer and the last DPS. Just the DPS now. Is there a higher point I can reach? Full party. The sea is weirdly calm as we go along. Also, that is... There he is! The Lord of the Vortex, Lord of the Whirl. Leviathan. Time to kill it and eat it. Wait, no, eating will be bad. How has me here shield? Probably water. Deep fish. Massive falls of water approach the ship, but none hit. Wow, you stormtrooper aim, huh? It's underwater now. And so it's time. The ship detaches, leaving us stationary. And so, at long, long last, Leviathan in front of us. Time for another hard-tier raid fight. Let's hope it lives up to the fight. Why does it have such a fast throat? Oh wait, no. Oh, we got off. Because we already have a main tank. They already have their. Okay, what you using? What are you using first? Oh, it's gone. Where is it? Over there? Or oh my! There you are. Bison. Okay, there. Wrong button. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take the tail. No. Leviathan's tail online. Is the healer doing nothing but healing me? But no, you're supposed to do some damage too. No. Do not let any of these live. Okay, I'm tanking it well enough, but I kind of help people. Don't focus on only the boss. Oh. Oh, okay, there. Down. Leviathan's tail, take it out. Okay, that's tidal wave. Okay, shield online. Not certain why, but okay. Good, hopefully. Take it off. Mine's the power to put nine. Okay, where next? You tried the trickery? Fools! Oh, the music's here! Because I managed to get that online. Let's just I'll take the tail. Everyone else, dogpile ahead. The tail's almost down. And now pop the two cartridges, gunfire. Good. It's a pity I can barely hear the music. Oh! I did not expect it to go that fast. And I didn't think Leviathan's tail was directly linked to Leviathan's health bar. Like, how long was that actually a fight? Under 2 minutes. That fight was under 3 minutes, not 2. Okay. Kinda underwhelming, gonna be honest. Let's go report to the Admiral. A flayed hose with a ball in it. That is correct. Oh, but. Great. Tax, free self, deception, boy love. I guess you like Yowie? Account created 2 days ago. Bye! Not certain why the bot was named after Yowie, but whatever floats your boat, bot maker. Whatever floats your boat. Do, 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 do. Almost there. Wait, now what'd you say there? That's a different line from the usual one. Knowing the urgency of your business, I would best refrain from making conversation during the last few visits. But today, I'll permit myself such words. Ahem. I feel truly privileged to have the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, madame. On that note, the Admiral waits you in the command room. Why did you wink at me when you said that? Hello, Admiral Wedaweb.
We Lominsons are sworn to
neat.
strive.
Voice
to
acting.
seize swallows all. And swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
You should really stop pissing off the beast tribes. Like, Titan was entirely your fault, girl.
I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Oh, shut up. Stop taunting him.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say,
They're a
their existence
problem,
came as
yes,
something of a shock,
but not
as did the idea
the
that
problem
they could be
itself.
defeated.
They're a symptom. Addressing them does help a little, but it's not going to solve the overall issue.
This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world.
The overall
and the
issue is
boundless potential of
political.
man.
Entirely. Because, Beast Tribes... Well, there's Allied Society quest lines. Where they're just normal people.
Though I am but
It's entirely
refugee
a
in this
political
realm,
thing, I think.
I would fain be
They look
of
so,
use to you.
so damn different for everyone.
Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye,
Ooh?
but should any of your
Are you the ninja class trainer?
I would be
Because I know
pleased to
ninja's a
teach you.
class. Are you the one who trains it?
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Yeah. Because Thancred is a rogue, the predecessor class, the ninja.
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain
the rogue class
secret
trainers.
fraternity.
They
Its
live
members are
in
trained
what I
in a form of
think
combat,
is a
not
brothel?
unlike your
I'm not
own.
really certain.
By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own. Though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say?
Oh,
I'm a man of
right.
many
When
talents.
Thancred entered the scene, he wasn't originally going full ninja / rogue mode. He was only using, like, a sword? The little sword on his waist instead of doubled axes. Which is the traditional weaponry
Though
of
you may
the
labour
rogues.
to believe in it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
Thancred, it's very obvious, my guy. There's a reason you were assigned
But
to
for a
Ul'dah.
chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Ul'dah, which is where he trained in the
Oh,
blade, lest you
is
wonder.
he going to be a warrior? Because if he trained in the blade, the only blade weapon class I remember from over there
Minfilia,
is warrior.
please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and
Oh wait, no,
yours
not
came to
Warrior
Eorzea
Paladin.
seeking
Paladin is
permanent
the job class
resettlement,
upgrade to
and
the
that many
Leminsian
domers
Old
have since
tank.
been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Mordona is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here
Yeah.
on Lominsan
You kind of
soil.
have to deal with the aftermath
Alas,
of Leviathan
racked by
awakening
instability
once
as we
more,
are,
which is
our nation
bad
is in
thing,
no fit
very
state
bad
to
thing.
take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
That's
We are
more
in
than
your
nothing.
debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment. But if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Yeah. This is probably the unusual justification for why a ninja class trainer is in, well, Limsa. What are you doing, Admiral?
You wished a word in private.
Y'shtola, why are you talking? What are you talking about? Hello, Lady Yugiri. What are you
The
doing
better
there?
not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god.
Oh,
over
good.
a
She's bringing up the fact that all of these
Acts in
primal
self-preservation.
summonings were because Limsa Lominsa tried taking their land because they were expanding. Because that's just facts. It's literally Limsa provoking them into doing it because they broke the treaties they had.
It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I
Yep,
have not
Yugiri's just
forgotten
in
our
there,
conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for
Art?
the primal's existence.
Yes, definitely.
Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their
That's what they
kind
say in the
might
Alley
survive.
quest line. That's why they've taken
Self-preservation,
over that
as you
region,
say.
because their old spawning grounds were destroyed, I think.
But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
That is not what she said.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right
Thank you,
belongs to
Y'shtola.
all
That is just-
peoples,
Yeah,
be they men or
the hypocrisy inherent in that statement.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
Oh, the tuna is here, Zan? The tuna. Yugiri's listening in?
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
She's stubborn and sticking on her path, constantly trying to expand Limsa Lominsa to meet the demands of the people within it. And so, they'll continue to summon the primals.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us.
That feels like an inherently flawed sentiment, but I'm not entirely certain how to argue it right now.
When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater
You
right
didn't-
to live.
It was your fault the coexistence didn't work. Limsa is the one who broke the treaties with the beast tribes. And why the kobolds did something right. Orders to point you in the direction of when Yugari met the Oh no, she's about to meet fraternity. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I might keep in a letter of instruction for Lady Uguri. To the south, send the gately into a sphere for small fisher vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Syrian man there. Present the letter to him. He's just a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you would be introduced are behind the shadows of Limsonian society. They value independence more highly than pirates and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral himself, mere words on parchment only get you so far in their confidence. You must work on every ounce of trust they give you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. Yep, yeah. Let's head on over to the Rogues Guild and introduce Uguri to them. Circus Arcade's down here, not over there. Oh, wait, no. Rogues Guild's right there. Apparently we need to introduce them over here. So, back there. I went the exact wrong direction, damn it. Be right over this way. What do you mean, Charlie? Who are you? Charlie and Maiden? Sage's Path. That's the other. That's another healer one. That's one of the other healer job classes I haven't ever tried. I don't want to grab it. I know the only other one besides that I haven't done is Astrologian. Hello, inconspicuous man in mime. Got any business with me, adventurer? Letter of introduction. So yeah, the woman Admiral sent word of. As if they might catch against a Thancred too. Been a while since I saw a shitting grin. What's all the dode wenches about? I expect he's got his hands full. Oh. Lady Uguri? Lady Uguri! Oh, you must be the voice now the Meadow says wants to trade with us. Welcome to Limsa, my lady. I'm Uguri of Doma. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions about the nature of your ownership membership. It seems I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that last. Them is a city of pirates, to be sure. Pirates don't give two thoughts about keeping a spotless reputation. They aren't even to seek a society to do their dirty work. Might as be my people and not keep to the shadows. We've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's better for business that we remain unseen. And so you develop fighting techniques suited to this purpose. I see. No, the particulars of my art, too, are citizens of the shadow. It's in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from each other, I think. And what the hell was I waiting for? If you come with us, you agree of Dole, what's it? We can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That don't come out right, did it? Lady Serica, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separate from my countrymen, I take solace in knowledge they are in the best of hands. You've been a true friend to us Thomans. No words suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my knowledge to the people of the Eorzea. When that time comes, it's my honor to welcome you as a student. Uguri met the fraternity. Quest complete! You think you've heard Murderweb's VA and Lua? I mean, I guess I could look up Meadowweb's VA. Admiral Web. Admiral Web. FX Ivy. Meadowweb Blosifin. English voice actor Jean Gilpin. Jean Gilpin was the voice actor for her during A Realm Reborn, and she also voiced Ellen, Bodatha, and Merida in Skyrim. And the Heavenward Onwards voice actor is Tracy Ann Oboem. They're both British voice actors. Let's see with Yuri. Through the maelstrom. Yuri has the air of a woman bustling with gratitude. Much and more has occurred since Phil's built your Orzias on the gallion's neck. Suffice to say, I'd not envisaged being invited to join play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me, I've kept you over long. Doubtless you've pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I can no longer require an escort in this land. When you would meet Finfilia, pray, relay to her my humblest thanks. Would I do so in person, but needs must fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, Warrior of Light. Let's go back to the Rising Stones in Mordona. Brilliant. Rising Stones entrance. Y'shtola, Koharu, Tataru Hozan. Oh, looks like the people from Doman have settled in pretty well. And Cat Milk! Hello, Cat Milk. Let's head over and see Minfilia. Hello.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand.
Vilbrand was that Elibis?
If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me.
Okay, sure. I'll wait.
When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo.
Are you certain? Are you certain that's the Echo? Because it looked a lot more like whatever the Asians have.
Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form.
Yeah, that's why I think it's like the whatchamacalls Asians, because it's been mentioned multiple times that killing them doesn't do anything. It just ejects them from the body.
Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul.
Oh, is that what the visions canonically are? Passing through the walls of someone's soul in order to view a memory from their perspective? Because if so, that's very intimate and wow.
But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable.
Yeah, Leviathan still managed to kill him via, well, I'm not certain how, but maybe draining his aether? Because aether is something? And I know primals constantly consume the aether of everything around them. Wait, is that a method to kill the Asians?
He was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Asians existence
we have the
is
same thought.
the same,
After you brought it up,
can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable.
the Asians can be destroyed. You have to destroy the aether making up their souls.
There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale. Yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the
we have a
Asians
clue
may
on
at
how to
last
kill
be
them.
within sight.
Drain their component consciousness of all of its aether while it's not in a body.
With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long.
Oh, there's Urianger. Did you figure something out?
Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my
What?
lady.
News from Sharlayan?
It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
I don't really know what the students of Baldessian are, but they are, yeah, our allies. Which is
What
really helpful.
of them?
What happened?
My lady, the Isle of Val,
Huh?
which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
Huh? How did an entire island disappear like that?
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that
Aren't
the isle had
primals
ceased to
give
be.
off etheric waves when they awaken, if I remember correctly.
'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked.
Like
an
power
power
to...
to
Oh,
Ultima.
God! Ultima was terrifying.
12 preserve.
But what was it? What magic was invoked, and how? Oh, back with the old dolls.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
And why are you just sitting there on your own, bud? You're giving off massive dead flags, dude. You're the only nice person in this in the entire area. I think.
It is done, my lord.
No, you are not the nice person. You are Telegi Antideris.
I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders...
I
am
forget which
uncertain
one you
as
are.
to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean, revolution? What do you mean, revolution? That is one hell of a line to drop and then just suddenly stop. Explain yourself. Explain yourself, please. Do these have any difference between them? No, they are the exact same. Glown and Noct earrings are the exact same. Okay. Through the Great Divide, Winfilia's thoughts keep returning to the fate of the students of Baldessian. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. Arianger will send word of their developments. Until such times he does, must remain focused on what is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak on a different matter, one closer to home. Oh. It concerns the etheric fluctuation which he had previously attributed to good King Magomag XII. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well with the Twelveswood. Our latest readings suggest the ongoing etheric disturbance of a considerable magnitude. They maybe suggest the presence of a primal. Well, yeah, Ramu is there, and so is Odin. But neither of them are primals we really don't take any notice of. Either to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Oh? Celia, I do not mean to interrupt, but we have a problem. Cat, milk. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, heading from Aldar this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Dolmens. At present, they are in the seventh heaven, awaiting no formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Celia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread, and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear the suit. There's always a limit to how many you can take in. Serica, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. I'll keep it happy. Hello, Sal! Welcome! Glad to have you here. Let's go see what the refugees want. Well, we know what they want. Food. But, like, specifics, please. Okay. I speak as the Daggle Trail refugee. My apologies for keeping you waiting. My name is Infilia, and I lead the science of the Seventh Dawn. Fully prized it is you! Ready to run the walk? Same as the Domage. Given a task and to see it done. Pray calm yourselves. I pray appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Auntie Essen. I ain't so good with words. Been in the shops for over door for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one that got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as won't till his soul soon as his palms any road. Flames do what they can for us, of course, but ain't near enough. It's only getting worse, and the calamity brought us to our knees. Those rich bastards in the city don't help us up. They come to our backs. No friendly clever, but I can see what's coming. Oh. Oh, that's what he meant. There's a revolution brewing in Ul'dah. I thought they were talking about somewhere else. I knew we had to run. Only question was where. When it came to me, grab it in store. You took him for us in, didn't you? Surely you'd do the same for us. No, bud. I fear the situation is far more complicated. While it is true we accepted Doman's petition for aid, the decision was a product of the extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand it is not possible for the organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us. If I might have a word. Tataru! Tataru, is Artemis? Ill tidings from Ul'dah, milady. Alphinaud has been wounded. Huh? What? How? Is it serious? Who hurt the smug British boy? Only we're allowed to do that. Only we're allowed to sock the British boy in the face. I can't say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the Flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That can't be right. Why would they? It was been provoked. Demonstrations are meant to be peaceful. 7 hells. Now the blades have an excuse. They round us up and kill everyone who tries to resist. And Justin, please, don't us build a new life. Please help us keep the ones we've got. My lady, we are not one that stands idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances behind this riot, I'm not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that refugees are attacked without provocation, those responsible have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphinaud, and quickly. If he's in danger, or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we discussed earlier. Yet in Papalymo will see to it. Alphinaud is to be treated at an hourglass. Hurry, Zerika! The hourglass? I don't think have we ever been there. Let's see what they say, bud. Don't believe what they say. I know those people. I won't take up arms to them themselves. There's a riot. I swear to you, it started. It's inevitable. When everything gets that bad, people no longer think about the laws of the land. That's why it's always a good idea to make certain to keep everyone happy. Otherwise, bad things can happen. Let's head over to the field where Alphinaud is being treated. How it going, Sal? Your day going well? The coast returns. Hey, coast! Viva la revolution! Ooh, we have more classes? You're the updude MS. Yep. That's what that is then. Okay. Alphinaud, hi bud! Who hurt you? Only we're allowed to hurt you. How you doing?
Come,
You must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
A revolution is brewing in Ul'dah.
Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
I wonder what that is like. Looks around nervously.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small
And it
wonder
looks like
the
only
wealthiest
Lalafels
wield the
have
greatest
it.
influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity?
Not much.
Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
Apparently flawed views, but okay.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered
tend
the
to ignore
Immortal
them, they'll
Flames
take
to
what they
provide the
need.
refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry.
Yep. Rapidly approaching a boiling point. I'm surprised we're getting the revolution
Lord
this
Lolorito's
early
refusal
on.
to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists.
That's
And
what
you
broke
may
the
be
camel's
sure
back.
They make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
Yeah, but the fact that Pelgi Algeli knew this was happening speaks something. And I'm curious what the hell he's done.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond
Oh,
mending.
there's no authority figures nearby that the refugees have a positive opinion of, so they don't have anyone to calm them down. Ugh. Alpha wishes to investigate the circumstances surrounding the riot. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe this particular may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your interest? Good. Then you'll accompany me to the Hall of the Flames. I ought to hear what General Ban has to say on the matter. Oh yes, also you guys will be happy to know that... Actually, fuck it, I'll just show you. You'll be happy to know that my constant updating case of the Yuri bench of Limsa Lominsa is, well, still up and running. They're still here. The Yuri bench of Limsa at your service. As well as the Dancing Bunny Girl. The Dancing Bunny Girl is also always here. Those are the classics of Lominsa, who are always around whenever you come by. Eh. Let's head to the Immortal Flames. Should be just straight on. Come on. Just need to take him out. There you are. Hi, Robon. Now is not a good time, Serica. My hands are full dealing with refugees. Precisely the matter which you discussed, General. Alpha now, back on your feet already. You may grant my swift recovery to your sure urgents. Aye. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before their unrest spread to the surrounding territories. Bugs of resistance reigned throughout Thanalan. They sent forces that we can spare to rid out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They're damnably elusive. I can very well imagine. Given the majority of the refugees live outside the walls, it's an instant reason they know the lay of the land. But what I do understand is how they came to be so well prepared. For a little incident, I heard that several refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I hardly need to add that such equipment is costly. None can deny tensions with Neodol's citizens if refugees' population have increased since Nomans were turned away. But would that motivate a sovereign man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I would think not. An outside actor. And what of those who have not even a single guild to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would not sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear than benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion and now order can be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, an investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. The general's no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monitors would accuse him of having the shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they shall face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our eyes may stumble on the truth at time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Serica. When you say abilities, you mean bullshit luck, don't you? Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation and independent of authorities, because I just keep stumbling into random things. To that end, I would have you make swift inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. You may bulk this request for information, but I have no doubt you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which I can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Aye, aye. Let's go speak to Commander Swift. Where are we going? Look at those something to say, Serica. Do you? Will you ask us no small favor? Such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers will be at risk. Even so, there's wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to handle this task in their regiment. Very well. The Brass Blades have reported sufficient activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. Maybe unrelated to recent events, but I doubt it. I suggest you begin to seek the blades posted there. The blades posted at Lost Hope. That is one hell of a settlement name. If you're calling your town Lost Hope, you really have, huh? Because towns are usually just like things like paradise or good place to live and stuff like that. But if you're naming your town like a negative, like the worst fucking place ever, run away, it really is that bad, huh? And here's the refugee camp. Lost Hope. Hello, Amberburger. What brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, you come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees? Ah, no, you won't come in here. Most of you have lost hope and come to accept the situation. They're content to pass their body days and keep peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that Persian who passed through recently. A curious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. And Leo Ferret. Friend of Sultan in Norway. I think that means someone has read my report. The refugees left that merchant are yet to return. I'm increasingly concerned that the Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Seek the Zazawaka. He'll explain everything. Oh? A merchant came by. You another one of Quiverion's women? Who is Quiverion? That's a name I don't recognize. Terrified refugee. That's not a good sign. Hello, Zazawaka. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. Beg your pardon? You're not a flame? Oh, I see. If little bit you spared away to speak with me, then thank you for your help. Don't be praised for that. Does everyone know the worst? Everyone knows the flames are on the march. There's a fallen under the fanatic's spell, but not I. Promise of revolution and retribution, if only you're willing to count taking that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few will heed my words. Not one of the ideas they returned. However, the matters of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look beyond yonder tent, and you'll see why. Even now, he battles incoherently, so traumatized that he is by the bloodshed he witnessed. As I make little sense of his words beyond the fact he was not alone in surviving. And I have no doubt the merchant will lead the rain to doom. I beg of you, please find him before he does. Sure. You were the terrified refugee. What are you doing? Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Why did you run away from me? We could have escaped together. You would have been here with me to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me behind? And so the emotes are back. Hey. Yeah. Why you do this to me? Why? I probably did not get enough sleep. But why the hell not? Where is Soothe? There it is. Having trouble finding it. There we go. Calm down. And just because, like the magic, it works fine. Who are you? What do you want? It's true. All the merchant. If the gods strike me for my own folly. But they will not give me. Take, he said. When he asked how, he had a cache of weapons he had brought for us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running down there, but the others were so excited. It was in the two groups. Let us off on our own. When the flame found us, we didn't know what to do. The leaders tried to parley with theirs. They started arguing, then fighting. Everyone was fighting. The flames were trying to give no quarter. And oh God, the other group. They're still out there. Don't stop them. We'll get massacred like mine was. Yep. That's fine then. The terrified refugee would have you find his brethren and lay down their arms. The other refugees are hiding in the cave south of Lost Hope. The approach will be fruitless. They too cost the age of the Sultan and try to kill us, and that's the reason why the twins might even done to do the deed themselves. Pox not with bloody cell swords. They chose to train us to fight, the ones he set with us finished their struggle. Oh, if only we never listened to ridiculous claims. They don't cause us righteous, the cause never suffer us to be defeated. Oh, no, if they could confront this reality. That's it. Challenge the twins to combat, show my brother the strongest warrior is no match to one woman. Mayhap then they will lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Oh, we're breaking up a revolution. Okay, that's a choice and a half. But let's see. Because we know Teleteli Alageli is the one who's been funding this. Well, we think that. Because of what he said. Also, does the... Oh, it does. Hello, desperate refugee. Seminoles, they found us! Everyone grab here and make the rendezvous point! That's a game, is it? Sorry to invite you, lass, but more than willing to kill you ourselves. Hi. 1, 2, 3. I'll just take all of you on quickly. No, you cannot take her. You are way too weak for this. Go. 2 singular attacks, 2 focus attacks, and they die. Yep. They were definitely not ready. Are there any more coming? Oh, there are. Hello, saber rattling swordsman. 1, 2, and now kill the shield one. 1. You are taking a lot more damage, buddy. Good job. You're actually trained up in here. It won't make you difficult. Speak with desperate refugee. It seemed like it was nothing. Almighty, what are we gonna do now? Speak with the terrified refugee, who is all the way back. Okay. Also, I like how they have it so if you're close to the ground, your mount parts the sea down there. Can you have a look at that? Oh, that's nice. Also, Oh, look at that. It's a little sprout. You've returned. You find me, brethren? We're the twins. What happened? Oh, I see. Well, you had no choice. Better the handful of them taking a beating from you than getting butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did Merchant have to say when it was over? He wasn't there. Huh? Where else would he be? Unless he wants them to stone to recruit others? The merchants that wish to approach the figures in stone throw was waiting until the flames drew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing stopping him from doing his work. How many more must perish in the pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering you must endure before it ends? Find him, convince them to cease the mass quest. They'll surely lead us to ruin. That's sure a choice. Okay, what is the point of all of this? Come on. Also, hello Chocobo, what are you doing up there? That is a long name. Okay. Also, are you a... That's a bard. Yeah, bard. Oh wait, no, stone throws over there. I wouldn't go far enough. Come on, let's keep going. Papanada. The other refugee camp, stone's throw. There you are. Hello, Ellie. This one's right next to the gates of Ul'dah. Have you seen my parents? Oh. Oh no. They told me to stay with the others. They said to be back soon, but it's been days. They have the man from Ul'dah. The man said they're gonna change everything. Basically, he live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry, and I got scared. Say, miss, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for the merchant. You mean the man who left my parents? But I don't know where he is. Is he back to get more, feed more refugees into the refugee pile? Wait, is it gonna be? No, it can't be him. It can't be him again. But wait, look over there! I think it's him! It is not. Okay. Oh, wow, you're just coming out and saying it instantly. Okay, then. If there's one thing worse than an extremely oppressive government, it's other governments and private citizens making a revolution happen for their own gain on the backs of everyone else. This analogy really got away from me. He just straight up called them gullible fools. Did not expect them to be honest like that. Now then, which of these gullible fools will be the next victim? Why are you looking at me like that? You! He recognized me. Chase! He's getting away! Go get him, miss! Gura will catch up to you in no. Back here. Found you. Hello, bud. I have some questions I need answered. You again? Why are you pursuing me? Sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous! Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? Those are refugees that terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Ha! Yep, he's doing this on purpose. You have no evidence to resist me. Accusations. None! False. I saw you there. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. Okay, I'll take you in by force then. For the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. So surely you don't think I could give us a coquinzas about politics? It was business, only business. Oh. He's looking around for... What is he looking for? Hello. I'm right in front of you. Explain. Hello, Bowman. Both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you can direct me, I swear I should tell you everything. Sure. Oh, assassin. Oh. Oh. Huh? That was an escalation. What's all this commotion? Seven else. How the others spread out the search area? The killer may still be close. What the hell happened? Who was that? I know they're nearby, but... let's seek at the stone torch. Hold adventure. I would know about your relationship with the victim. Those are the events leading up to his death. Blah, 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 blah. The man is responsible for the recent riots. After his murder, a debt of gratitude. In any case, he's offered you not the one we seek. May carry on with the investigation, Zion. That was... blatantly, obviously, a cover-up. It seems whoever's behind the riots has power. And a lot of it. An assassin to hit that at that range and always watching? Hi, Swift. What news, Serica? Where's the merchant? Assassinated. Murdered? Damn it all, the seventh hell! He was not the murdered, Serica. He was silenced. When he knew his face, he was ready to divulge his secrets. Not despair, though. Be close to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots, and you realize. Revolution. This is a message for you, General Bond. The Flame General left a word that we should discuss. He wished that you were to proceed to Fragrant Chamber as soon as you arrived. Was it your own recent discoveries, as well as the results of your own investigation? Master Alphinaud has already been informed. She's waiting for you outside. Pray, proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Let's head on out and get to the bottom of this mystery. Over at the Chamber of Rule. Very aptly named. Zan, I was thinking the exact same thing. And was like, are they gonna go for me? Because that'd be so annoying. But it seems they realized, someone who assassinated someone with an arrow would not be standing next to the person. They would probably do it from a distance. Because otherwise, what's the point of even using an arrow? It should just use a sword. Wait a second, you, madame. Please proceed inside. Let's have a look.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
Oh? He's looking for the Sultana for permission to say.
This information does not leave this room.
Oh, that important, huh?
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations.
Yeah, that's how the peaceful protest started. But how'd they turn violent?
Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence.
Yeah.
Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
Oh?
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon protesters.
What? Oh, of course it's the brass blades. They're famously bribable. You could probably, if you gave one a free sandwich, you'd probably be able to get out of jail.
It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed.
Oh.
The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order.
But what does Teledigi get out of it? Oh, is he trying to overthrow the Sultanate? No. He's deliberately not going for that. Is he trying to grow his power base? I'm trying to figure out what reasoning he has for this. Because he was profiting from the refugees already.
But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause.
Yeah.
And has ever
same, Alphino, same.
Towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill?
No.
It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Yeah.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
It's where all the war games and PvP functions of Final Fantasy XIV happened canonically.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed.
That's why.
There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day.
An even greater profit.
Though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
Yeah, the canonical explanation for all the PvP modes.
In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teledigi Adelegi proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill, a shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way.
The Alagon ruins, and selling them and researching them.
If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
Yeah.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
Makes sense.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction.
Vicious smile, holy shit.
His fellows on the syndicate.
But why would he?
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Yeah. God damn it.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teledigi Adelegi to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega? I'm sorry, what do you mean, Omega? That is one ominous as hell phrased just whisper in my ear. Eh?
Pardon?
Please explain further. I'm terrified.
An Alagon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagon inscriptions indicate that it was created to
The
fell
Fell Bahamut? Oh! Oh god!
If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cotonou Flats, given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation. Destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
Oh,
when
no.
first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut?
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function.
But if you can get it back online and working.
Such, its true potential cannot accurately
Oh
be
no.
gauged.
Also, hello, Sal! What you saying what to? It seems you finally sent the second message. Either that, or you've had terrible luck in your Wi-Fi connection. Both of which are possible.
However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides. Which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji
He was the only other Syndicat he liked. Pity we're gonna have to destroy his master plan.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Oh?
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
Yeah.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee
this is
problem are more far-reaching than we assumed.
I know why we're going through this plotline now. I was very confused as to why we're going through a Revolution plotline this early in the game. But, Omega. Oh, no. Hello, Alphino. We need to prevent that. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet, thought of all this chaos, the product of one man's lust for power, sickens me. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you are in your position to do so, Lieutenant Rio. Pray, keep us informed of any developments at Carton now. Begone, whelp! This is no place for children. Oh? Oh, that's the kid from earlier. From the refugee camp. I'm sorry. Yo. I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the man who left my parents. You know this girl, Serica. I stumbled across the merchant while talking with her. So you visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with them? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of a place they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Aw, thank you, Alphino. What, really? You help me look, mister? Good job, dude. Of course. But first, I must need speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one's allowed to listen. Perhaps you could wait for me by the pillar over there. You require but a moment. Okay, mister. I'll be waiting. I'll take her to the quicksand. Maybe Momo Dean will know what to do. A legion of Garleans, and either starves primal. Even dealing with an Asian would be preferable for this charade. Don't jinx us, dude. Don't jinx us. Sometimes I fear Infilia is too ambitious. You rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on limited resources and ourselves. Perhaps the time has come for a change. Oh, link pearl? Serica, this has been Philia. I know, this is sudden. Just as you return to the Reverend's Toll with all due haste. The situation at 12 has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once you arrive. Okay, seems I needed. The 12's wood, the primal threat she spoke of, has been confirmed. I received no words of its activity, which leaves the Sylphs. Go, Serica. You know as well as I do that the Prince of Primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the Assassins that I am grateful for her concerns, shooting for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Take care of her, you hear? She's not gonna have a good time from now on. Let's head back to the Rising Stones and see which primal we'll be fighting. Odin or Ramu. As both are bad, one is worse. Like so much worse. Serpent Herald. Hello, Penthelia. It's a relief to see you hearty and hail, Serica. The latest news from Ul'dah is most disturbing. Clearly, the only injury Alphonse suffered was to his ego. Doubtless, it will heal ere long. Other signs need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. Yes, and I have already run out of water, so I will be right back. I am going through water very quickly. I have no idea why, but okay. Hello, we're back already. Doesn't take that long to get to water. Also, chat is silent today, huh? Let's just grab the silver piece and begin. The Lord of Levin. So it's Ramu, I guess. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, would have not summoned you had it not urgent. The business then, I received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have the reason to believe the Sylphs may have called forth the revered guardian, the primal Ramu. What do you mean may have? We know Ramu's already here. Ramu's been here since the start. That's been confirmed. Ramu is just never a problem because it kept to itself. Because it's a guardian deity. Emphasis on the guardian. I'm sorry, may have. It's not certain. The Elder Seeds here informs that the elementals themselves murdered the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphs lands, however, displays no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, Antiascent, but the fact that need not contradict the Guardian Elemental's testimony, unlike his more belligerent compeers, Gerada and so on, Ramu is reputed to only act in defense of his children. I imagine he would make sure to make himself known if any foolish were foolish enough to endanger the sylphs of their territory. The abruptness of its development concerned me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparation were some ritual indeed underway, 'twas surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon! You saw this eventuality, did not prevent it! I told Papalymo! I suppose I could have reported things to Ventilia earlier, but honestly, there wasn't much we could have done except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around in their territory. Wow, Yeto, wow. They already summoned Ramu once, right after the calamity. That was because the Guardians came trampling through the forest. I have not fought that Ramu. And so long as the Castrium Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Yen and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And to maintain that observation should have remained the best policy had it not been the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like the Sylphs perceive this panic migration as another invasion and quicken their efforts to summon their god. Yeah, you can see the absolute territory right over there. I am putting mind the Titan of the Kobolds. Once more, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for Primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable event does afford us a unique opportunity. Serica, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Kiranya. I wonder, might one who has treated their Sylphs so previously in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? Oh, I like what you're putting down. This sounds interesting. Can we parlay with the Primal? If Ramu can be tuned to your engines, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of Primal summoning. A fond hope. But should the thing possible, we would not have been in war with beastmen since time immemorial. And maybe this time we can... Let us continue the discussion anon. We must need to consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The Elder Seedseer has requested your personal involvement, Serica. Pray, report to the Commander Herluce at Adara's Nest as soon as you're able. Steer yourself for the worst. While I hope your peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Leven will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow sciences, of course, lend you whatever support you desire. You don't trust Papalymo? Fair. Let's head to the Adder's Nest and Gridania. Let's have a look and see if we can negotiate with the Lord of Leven. Leven is quite literally just another word for lightning. I'm sorry, is that a full Kamen Rider suit? That's a full mech suit. Huh. Okay then. I was not expecting to see that here. Also, what the hell was that dress? Oh, it's not. It is a dress. Oh, hey then. Hello, ma'am. Let's head on over. Tosa's internal smallness radar is going off. She is the only one allowed to be that small nearby. Serica of the Scions, your arrival was most anticipated. Prince of Prime was ever cause for all army unease. Though my man sent ready for any eventuality, I would know none more qualified than you to stuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so first without delay. The Elder Seedseer would speak of you first. She has the opinion that you're diplomatic, rather than martial. Skills may better serve our cause, at least for their station or feared leader. Pray, make your way to Nautica's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus Stand. Tosa's territorial instincts are going off. Let's head to the Conjurer's Guild, because that's where Nafaga's altar is. In this direction. The other signs have already arrived, madame. May I show you in? Proceed to the Lotus Stand. God, the trees are massive. It shows every time, but still. Hello, Connie Senna.
Scions of the Seventh
Oh, there's already a
Dawn.
sylph here.
On behalf
Okay, so
of
you're
the
getting.
people of Gridania,
Seems you're already getting started on
I
the
bid you
diplomacy
welcome.
part.
Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by
Okay, I
an
did not think the
emissary
elementals
from
literally spoke
Solace.
to you. I thought it was more of a figurative thing, but sure. The emissary from Little Solace.
Our guest informs us that the sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar
Ramu
of
is not praised
He
for
is
his strength,
revered
but
as
his
much
wisdom.
for his wisdom as
his
his
knowledge.
strength,
and
serving
everything
as
so
both
forth.
arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we
It would be
and
very.
the
It will be
Sylphs
really interesting to
found a
see
way
what
to
effect
share
that
the
has
12's
on
work,
him,
it
because
is my
every
hope
primal so
that
far
the
we've seen
sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided.
has been
Blessed as you
hostile.
are with the
It'll be
power
interesting to
of
see if
the
it's
echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home
kind of hope
by
this will go off without a
engaging
hitch,
in
'cause it'd be really
unnecessary
interesting
hostilities.
to see like that, the effects of a like intelligent and not actively hostile primal will have on the political landscape around here.
Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples. You have my thanks. Pray make for little Solace, then. A member of
Let's
the
head
Order
over
of the
to Little
Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming.
Oh, that's not a
All the
good sign at
Lansfeyors
all.
shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
I don't know. Let's head to Little Solace over in East Gridania. And the fuck off massive hornet is still here. God, that thing's huge. Sir, Lieutenant! Sir, get the scions? I was told to expect you. I understand you are to shoot the Prime Ramu himself. An unenviable task, one of which I have no doubt you are well suited. I've been told that your fellow scions are conducting an investigation in the area we speak. They might ascertain the location in which Lord 11 might be found. I would ask you abide here until they return to their findings. 11 and impression. That's a rude pun. I was told the messenger was sent as soon as your fellow scions finished their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. Hello.
His son returns! There's the good tidings. He's on the front of searching, and advised they divided the precise location which the touched one summons Lord Ramu.
Your time is impeccable, my feathery friend. Why be so kind as to escort this good woman to her fellow scions?
It'll be this one's pleasure, Walking One. Please, come with this one.
Let's head into the Heartlands, otherwise known as Lark's Call. That is what this area of the forest is. Overgrown, untouched by the hands of man. I feel like that massive thing is where the Lord of Levin was summoned, and looks like I am correct.
Hello, Maxio. Wise men venture deep within the Selflands. These must be carefully, keep an eye out for touched ones.
Even further deep. But I just noticed some hunting log requests. They want me to help the Sylph. 1, 2. Any other hunting logs? I do not see any of them. Let's go. And so we are headed for even deeper. This is so witch-coded. I'm not even gonna... Like the massive mushrooms, the floating huts. They even look like they have little hats because of the little vines encasing them. Look like they have little hats on top. Oh god, I'm adorable. Hello, Maxio.
No, sorry, but this one's gonna go further. Trinity goes the world remove. This way it turned mean, nasty, like touched ones. This is something to say farewell for one. Walking One will find wise ones not far from here, to south. Go in safety, Walking One.
The south? This way, yes. There we are. Papalymo, Y'shtola, Yida, and Thancred.
So it is actually you. I am relieved. For a moment, we thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded Sylph-Districtors. I swear, with them working havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's no wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Y'shtola's face when unfortunately you finally suddenly showed up.
Wow, they just keep giving Zan bait, huh?
That is quite enough, Papalymo. My apologies. It is not like me to ramble so. Anyway, as I was saying, I finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say that I've reached an undeniable conclusion. To it, that Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's Aetherite. Come, Zeraka, the Lord of Levin awaits.
They have an Aetherite? They have an Aetherite? Eh? I didn't know there was another Aetherite in the area. That is news to me. Oh, there it is. Ah, did you not hear? Y'shtola was shocked when a sylph carrying Serika's name approached, and it almost stopped her from taking the measurement she needed to. A doppelganger situation. Or shipping bait, basically. Lord Ramu is already summoned, isn't he? It still has the marker on it.
Thine order betrays
Oh.
thee, servant of hiding.
It speaks! In actual voice-acted language.
You are massive, holy shit!
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit,
I
Titan,
like this
Garuda,
guy's
and
voice.
Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Basically, please don't attack us.
Redanians proffer peace? Their words are born
come
of
on!
delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
I mean, also the misdeeds of the other doesn't wipe away the good deeds of the first. Judge people by who they are, not by the collective society around them.
Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man.
You're not talking about your breast like that.
Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed, for light and dark given form when man was born.
That is one hell of a thing to say. Okay, then.
It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
Hmm? The hell was that? Yes.
Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by that? Eh?
Very well. I shall consider
A
thy
trial? Oh, this
Shouldst
sounds...
thou
Also,
survive
that
my
beard is
trial.
massive. I never noticed.
If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men
This
shall
already
perish in
feels...
the
You
storm
feel
of
very
thy
different
judgment.
from all the other primals. You feel like an actual person. The other ones felt like... ideals? Beasts? You feel like an angered father. Grandpa. Angered parent.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger. It is rare
Oh?
indeed
Why
to
is
find you
Urianger
so far
here?
from a tome.
Eh? What you doing here, bud?
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall
He
this
feels
scene
similar to the
remain
Great
etched in
Deku
my
Tree.
mind's eye.
That's the
Beg pardon, my
one
lady.
from Breath of the Wild, right?
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramuh, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Alright. As long as you keep yourself safe, I don't mind you watching. The Striking Tree Hard Edition. Now accessible. And, I'll go with just regular. After forging deep into the Self's lands, meet with the intimidating guardian deity of the Selfs, the Primal Ramuh. Before he will consider your proposal of peace, Lord 11 first demands that you possess the strength required to repel the Empire from the Twelve's Wood. The Thunderers enter the passion of enter these advantages in a blinding flash, leaving the words of his challenge yet echo in your ears. Enter their Primal's domain and prepare to be measured on the scales of battle. Let's go. Looks like I won't be main because I will be watching the cutscene. Yeah, the only thing I know the Gate Directory is from is Breath of the Wild, because that is the only Zelda game I've really played through all the way. And the only other one is Tears of the Kingdom, which I just got maybe 3 hours in and then stopped. Wait a goddamn second. Okay, everyone, pay attention to my minion. Did I see that right? Oh my god, I did. You can fly! Come on, get back up there. I'm going to make you fly again. Get back here, princely hatchling. Come on. Almost there. No. No, come on. I know you can do this. I saw you do that. You're inside the Aether right now. I want you to be flying. God damn it, so close. Come on. I know I can get you up here. Yes! Damn it! Come on. There. He's sitting on the Aether right now, but he's not flying. Definitely invisible floor. There's a lot of invisible walls in this. Oh my god! He's all the way up there! Success! Look! Look at the very top of the screen! He's there! He has made it on top of the Aether and become one with it! He's the heir to the Lord of the Levant. The princely hatchling. Oh, incredible. It's hilarious how jank some of the physics in this game are. Let's kill the virus. There we go. Also, I'm sorry, 1,000 HP heal from Brutal Shell. Thank you. Thank you very much, game. That's a lot of health for a single shotgun blast. Where the hell is my party? Dude, waiting for 3 minutes. Anyone else? If we're not in 5... Oh, never mind. Let's go. I was about to say I'll switch to healer, but apparently the game doesn't want me switching back. We have the healers, we have the tanks, we just need DPS, the most common class in the game. Let me just show you this. It's kind of ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. Going over to... Oh, never mind. I guess we're starting. Let's see the Lord of Levin's challenge to us. What must we do to obtain their favor?
I'll probably fall silent during the fight itself because I kind of want to listen to this music. Because not expect chanting. A divinity descends from on high to test your rhythms. Let's go. Okay, looks like... Yeah, we're not super strong yet. That's a lot of aliens. Oh, okay. On me. Why are you there? We need to die. To die there. Come on. Keep this one. Calculating my... There we go. One gray opportunity. Down. Good. We're all alive. Perfect. Another storm going through. Get away. Everyone else. Good. There. Why are you all still linked? I see that thing on you. I know that. What is that? That is regenerate HP over time. Okay, that's what that is. I thought that was a debuff, and I was terrified for a second, like I was about to die. the Lord of Levin falls. Ooh, there we go. It's weird being a tank and not taking all of the attacks all the time. I basically forgot there was a key for that. Oh, no, give me accommodations. Yay. See y'all. That turned out relatively well. Let me just look around so you can actually see the damn view. This place is very goddamn pretty. I got 3 prayer accommodations? I didn't do anything!
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Oh? You look the same as that dude who had the, well, they called the Echo.
Thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
And he's gone. The trial of the gods has been passed. Of God, singular.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act.
Slain? I passed his trial, and so he died on his own will. Technically, he didn't slay him. He did it to himself.
In witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake,
did you figure out how to drain the aether?
It may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Let's head back to the Rising Stones. Nice job. Now we need to head back to Little Solace. I'd better just get on Skura and head on out. It'll be faster instead of just warping over. Let's go. That is something interesting. Okay, that's an interesting way of for flight to work. Sure. So we arrive back at Little Solace. And let the Serpent Commander know the good news. Hello, Serpent Lieutenant.
Serika, you've returned. May I ask how Ramuh received your visit?
Well,
he charged you just farms. It is well then that you've some manner in such experiences. Then we go both Gridani and Little Solace, we relieved to hear that Lord of Levin accepted you as the Force Champion of Peace. Before the monument to be duty this day, Serika. Noted seeds here must be informed of your deeds at once.
Also, why do I feel like I recognize this mount? Why do I feel like I recognize this mount? This feels familiar. The manner in which it's tied, the way it looks. Oh, it has little arms. What am I thinking? Oh, Monster Hunter! This reminds me of the amount in that new Monster Hunter game. But I don't know why. Is that what this is? Because it's... Okay, then. What gods are made of? The Serpent has already said you're on your way.
The other seeds here will wish to hear your experiences firsthand. Pray, return to Gridania and make directly for the Little Sound. The conjurate and office out there for expecting you. Fare thee well, Serika.
Oh yeah, I forgot there there was a Monster Hunter crossover with Final Fantasy XIV recently that was memed to hell and back because of how they showed how to get to the content of it. Like, let me try to find. Oh, he's gone. Never mind, he's gone. Oof. Also, just took a look at Discord. You can tell because the audio cut out. I still have no idea how to fix that. Oof. Hug the coast. Hug the coast. Yeah, the audio. Oh my god. Huh? Huh? No, not again. Stop that. Stop that. No, 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 no. Fake yourself. Fake yourself, please. Don't do this to me. Kos, you were right to have me check OBS. Would you like to know how many frames have been dropped this stream? Would you... Now it's going up even more? Over 10,000 frames. Over 10,000. And it's constantly fluctuating between like 3K and 6K kbps. kbps. I'm gonna go check the router, like the Wi-Fi dongle thingy. Give me a second. Okay, the Wi-Fi dongle thing is working fine. The Wi-Fi dongle says everything's fine. I'm gonna go check the... I'm gonna run a speed test. Speed test by Ookla. Run. Okay, that is not a good sign. It's currently less than half of what it normally is. Oof. Of the MPBS. And then upload is around how when it usually is. Well, let's see what it says there. Yes, Kos? Yes, Kos? Everything's at full 5 stars, though. Weirdly enough. Yes? What's the weather? Oh, that's probably it. It's very cloudy, and yesterday and for the last 2 days, it's been raining nonstop. It's currently cloudy, looking out the windows. There's a bit of condensation forming on them, and it's been raining for the last 2 days without much stopping. That's probably it. And we've dropped almost another 10,000 frames in the brief time since I've opened OBS. We've dropped another 10,000 frames. Dropped frames, total number, 17,000. Correction, 18,000. Why? Why? Like, this is the... Why does it keep jumping between super high and super low numbers? I have it throttled to run at a maximum of 6K. And it's running between, like, 3K and 7K. Like, jumping between them. Doop. And... Yeah, just from here I can see outside. And it's definitely extremely cloudy right now. So that could entirely be it. And it could could be rising up for more. And we've almost dropped another 1,000 frames. Don't really want to, but should we stop here? Because the Wi-Fi seems to be doing terribly right now. Did it only start just now, Kos? All of the frame drops? Because you've just mentioned the check OBS thing. Or has this been happening the entire stream? Yeah, ISP having issues. What's our Spectrum Wi-Fi San Diego status? Down detector. Okay, there have been 8 reports of Spectrum outages in San Diego. And it looks like there's been a decent chunk. There's been an uptick in them over the last, well, today. You just noticed it? Okay. Also, why is my accidentally pressed that? Give me my hair back. Thank you, my hair. Yeah, and there's been hiccups on Salame's end, but it's still working. We'll keep running, and Kos, please let me know if there's too much lag, because if there is just too much and you guys can't really see much of the story, I'll probably stop stream, because I don't want you guys to be unable to see the story I'm going through. Okay, let's open back up FF14, and get back in my outfit, take off my jacket, put on my controller. And let's head on over to Gridania. Because Connie Senna wishes to speak with us. Yep. At the Conjurer's Guild, over by the Altar of Nofika. Hello, Silent Conjurer. Welcome back, Honored Scion. We who know of your mission have been most anxious to see you return. Elder Seeds here awaits you within. Proceed to the Lotus Stand. Yeah, it worked. Diplomacy worked.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this.
I took the burden willingly.
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
The evils of man befell.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man.
Yeah.
For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cardinal.
Peace is best described as
the
the
flood of
time
refugees.
between wars as a reason.
Our shared struggle against
Rarity,
the
not
Empire
the
should have
baseline.
served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose.
Yeah.
Yet now is scarce the time to forget
Hard
our
people
shared
make soft
responsibility.
times, soft times make soft
If this
people.
new-sprung realm is
soft
to
people
survive
make hard
beyond its
times,
infancy,
hard times
it
make
must
hard.
needs be nurtured by
The
all.
cycle continues. I don't exactly remember where I've heard that. I still remember it.
Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this
Fredonia,
nation,
I don't really
I
have
shall
many
endeavor to
problems
prove a
with
more
because
worthy ally to your cause
they
henceforth.
mainly are what they seem to be on the surface. And with their beast tribes, they generally have both the best and the worst of it.
Lord Ramu has departed.
The Sylphs are easy to manage and generally get along with all of Fredonia. And Ixal are very... yeah.
Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
You just have to look at Garda and see what's up with the Ixal. Hello, Papalimo.
Thus ends another daunting mission, Serica. I only hope that Ramu can persuade the words alone, but nonetheless, I can only mind their atrociousness, which is responded to your primal suddenly challenge. Seems that Urianger too was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Serica? Shall we gather back the Rising Stones, part of the lessons of the day?
Let's head to the Rising Stones and see what will happen next. Because I have no goddamn idea. Hello, wandering minstrel. You're sitting there, menacingly, waiting for me to finish the Ultima trial. Because it's still there, right on the side in the quest line, right above me. Confront the Ultima weapon in Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane. And I am terrified.
Hello, Ophelia. Welcome back, Serica. What if your mental encounter with Ramu precedes you? I would use my own, but Ranger's discoveries must take precedence. From not seeing defeat of the Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss the observation together.
Everyone here? Papalima, Yira, Thancred, Y'shtola, and
If
Urianger.
everyone is ready, let us begin.
Let's see what he found out.
Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time,
Just like the
Urianger
primals.
and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension.
Yeah, which I theorize to be how the Ascians live. They fully can become Aether, and thus could inhabit the bodies of other. But Leviathan was able to devour him whole.
The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Basically jack shit. Please tell me the theory.
let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
Is that the live stream that was in Final Fantasy VII? Because that feels like it is.
In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
Yep.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape.
Energy beans, yeah.
Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
But why do the primals always have the... Maybe it's the belief in reinforcing their existence?
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
And also instantly changed it into the original form.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Their soul would remain in the material plane for the entirety of their
Nay,
existence.
it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
What the hell was that?
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of the Crystal of Darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry,
No,
my
we have
friend.
not, Grid. I can't... we have lost another 3,000 frames. Also, I think every Charlian, everyone who graduates from Charlia, or whatever it's called, gets a signifier on the side of their neck. I think that's what it is. I'm not actually certain. Why? Lag demons. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, lag demons? We went all the way down to 1K. Ugh. It's in the red. Entirely. 24,000 drops frames this entire stream. God. At 60 frames a second, that's 24, 1, 2, 3, divided by 60. That's 400 seconds lost. That is the wrong button. Boop, boop, boop. There we are. Yeah, even now that it's back up to 6K, it's hanging around in red and yellow territory. Hasn't gone back to green. Even as I look over at it. Yeah. Come on, OBS. Stop this. What are you doing? What is happening? It was working fine. Why is the stream hating me now? Please go back green! Finally! Finally back to green. Hopefully it stays here for a bit. Okay, still in green, no more dropped frames. End is 28,000 dropped frames. Hopefully the end. I'm gonna rush through this scene and hope it doesn't die again while we're going through it.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Grab them in a soul crystal? Or soul gem? Since you're doing necromancy up in this shit.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
Not what my thought and how they were going to do it was, but makes sense. A seal
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul.
I do like how they're actually iterating, trying to figure it out.
Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
God damn it. We dropped another 3,000 frames. Okay, we're definitely just finishing this conversation and stopping stream. Because this is just not working. God damn it.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian.
We still have no idea why they died that.
Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
His name's Arianger. Maybe Archons are respectable? Term of respect? Or... Hi, Ascians! Wait. Zan? Zan. I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts. But... this feels familiar. The Lord of Levin has returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him.
Ramu's appearance and acquiescence was most intriguing.
Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Warrior, and Levin. All now have been humbled by the Bringer of Light.
The limitless potential of man, idle and servant, grows mightier by the day.
Yet she prospers at great cost to her mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. The rejoining? Yet as it inuverates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key.
And is it that task to which we bend our every effort?
No. Who's appeared? La Habrea?
Divine seeds, whoever want to quicken in yours' fertile soil. It only leads men to the field, and by their eager hands shall new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made again anew, and the one true God shall come again.
Is that the statue of their god there? It has a weird halo behind its back. But still friends. Guardian of Eorzea. So, we have dropped another 8,000 frames. We have dropped another 8,000 frames in that small cutscene. Yeah, this is not sustainable. Like, at all. At all, at all. So, we're gonna stop here. Because this is just not working. And I don't know why. So, I'll be back on Sunday. Hopefully it works fine there. Huh? Sal hasn't had any large issues? Well, isn't your Wi-Fi already terrible? Is it just... Am I working fine on the YouTube end? Only brief buffer that lasts a few seconds. Is it a constant buffer that happens a lot? Like, how often does a buffer come up? Because that is an important statement. Also, YouTube is probably better prepared for this than Twitch. So, I am apparently perfectly fine on YouTube. It is just Twitch that is dying. Huh. That is... okay. I have no idea why, but sure. But... Nah, I get my recordings through Twitch. I mean, I can splice them, I guess? Oh, wait, no, just remembered. I can't do multi-streaming if I don't start with Twitch but first. Yeah, the multi-streaming is directly linked to the fact that Twitch is live, and if I don't have Twitch live, then YouTube cannot be live because of the plugin. So, I think it's not going to be able to work, Sal, even if it is working okay on your end. It's entirely a bit of Twitch is kind of important to the YouTube end still functioning. So if I turn Twitch off, YouTube will also shut off. I am a little annoyed with this though, because it's still in the red. What is happening? Like, this is a very shocking thing, because this has, like, really never happened on my end. This is the most it's ever dropped. And we have reached 50,000 frames dropped. Yeah, we're gonna stop here. Thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna end stream quickly so it doesn't get worse. And I'll probably, I'll be on Discord. And I might go into a voice channel to just play some games later. So if y'all want to be there, y'all want to be there. Have a good rest of your day, and I'm sorry about the stream going terribly. See you later.